And now a first down following that long gain. On 1st and 10, McNair. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. In there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The play clock's running down. Out of the gun, it's McNair. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 48 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
A good pickup there, a 22.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there. All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. To the air again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Cole Beasley, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here's McNair. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Play action. It's McNair. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Perry. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. So they will go for it. Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here in the NFL on EA Sports. In the slot on the right is Graham. On 2nd down, McNair. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
They'll run with Peterson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down, but things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
That was good coverage that was defeated by someone who just wanted the ball more, and it resulted in a big gain downfield.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Steelers are going to have a 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Second and 10, Stafford again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford going to throw deep for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So here's the kicker, Caleb Sturgis, on to try the field goal. This will be, 38 yards out. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Peterson alone in the backfield. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter. Let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure.
He's got a man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's second down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So they're operating in the red zone. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play call, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They come out here in the eye. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. And he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes, right side. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love it.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They come out here in the eye. Now Stafford finding time. The catch made by Miller. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And Blake, the tight end's got it. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. To throw on second down is Stafford. This will be caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Cameron Brate, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Ooh, with a juke. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That's caught at the 3. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Zach Ertz, a 7-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. And here come the Bills. And tough starting field position here. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete to Sharp. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll be a Buffalo first down.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On second down, McNair. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. To throw, McNair. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. McNair to throw. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, it's McNair. He's got his man Sharp complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense.
Let's go!
McNair. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Champ Bailey in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Back to throw. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big time.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. But just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll hand it off to Procise. And some room to maneuver. And a cutback left. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot, how are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Play action. It's McNair. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence.